This is Hawthorne Heights, and you're listening to Owl Radio.
Not really. Because right now in the studio we've got the fabulous, the wonderful, the rock and roll extravaganza itself, Hawthorne Heights in the studio. Give it up for Hawthorne Heights, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah! I'll clap for myself.
Good job. Please do. So how are you guys doing?
Good.
Welcome to Kennesaw/Marietta. Glad to have you here. I know you guys are on an acoustic tour right now. You're playing at Swayze's in a little bit tonight, and we're stoked for that. I was just, we'll hit straight off the gate. Why did you guys decide to do an acoustic tour for this? What was kind of the motivation to kind of switch it up and do an acoustic tour?
I think it was just to try something different. We've been touring, for 6 or 7 years now, and
Sure.
Every other show that we've done has been full band electric, playing our songs identical to how they are on CDs. So we were just hanging out one day and said, what can we do for a little bit of time that'll be super fun and challenge ourselves? So we came up with this tour, and 16 days long, and it's been a lot of fun so far. We're about halfway through it right now.
Very cool, very cool. Now, when you guys were getting ready for the tour and you were kind of looking at the songs that you wanted to play, what was it like approaching the songs and kind of going, how do I approach this from an acoustic perspective? What do we need to change up with the songs? Was it different than normal rehearsals at all?
Yeah, definitely. That was one of the coolest parts, I thought. We kind of gave each other some homework after practice and said, hey, pick a song, you arrange it, you pick a song, and kind of went from there. And it was definitely interesting. Some of it was kind of nerve-wracking, which is cool because we've been.
That's
doing
usually
that
a good
other way,
sign.
So, yeah. So we actually had to study and figure out ways to make it sound interesting, acoustic. We didn't want to just play power chords and kind of go after it that way.
What song do you think surprised you the most as far as prepping for this goes?
I think I really like how Nervous Breakdown turned out.
Really?
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
We got a little jammy on that one, but it's real fun to play live.
Very cool, very cool. What do you think as far as the fan reactions going? Do you think that kids are excited to kind of hear the different kind of acoustic versions? Do you think there's been a good reaction so far to the shows you've been playing?
Yeah, everybody's been really receptive. Some people have actually come for other bands that are playing, like local bands,
Right.
and been like, I was never that into your band, but I actually am into your band now. So
Very cool.
you kind of turn a couple people around doing it a little bit of a different way, but I think it's been great. And obviously our this is supposed to be an intimate tour, so our core fans are coming out, and it's something they've never seen us do before. And if they've seen us play 4 or 5 times electric, this is kind of a change of pace for them. So I think it's been really awesome.
The best part is the people that don't actually read our Facebook page and don't really know that this is an all acoustic tour, so they're surprised
They're
by
showing
it
up
when
and they're like, whoa!
they come out.
Right.
But I think they leave pleasantly surprised.
Very-
Hopefully they do anyway.
Very, very cool. Now, you guys mentioned playing shows around that, and this goes for other tours too. When you're playing with local groups and kids come up to you, because at this point your band is a very genre-defining group, I would say. I mean, you guys kind of define the genre when a lot of other bands were coming out. Is it weird? Is it flattering to have bands come up to you and have them tell you that you influence them and the way that they approach music?
Yeah, man, it's really cool. I actually, that's really flattering.
Makes me feel old.
It's definitely cool to have somebody come up and say, hey, you're one of the reasons that I started doing this. I saw you guys play a few years ago, and it, kind of made me want to be in a band. And that was awesome. When I was growing up, that was like Green Day. You go to a Green Day show or a Weezer show, and it was like, man, that would be so much fun. So that's really cool, and it's flattering for sure.
I tell you, I'm sure it's surreal. It has to be at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's surreal anytime anybody talks to you about some sort of like art or music that you've created,
Right.
that came from inside your head. Anytime somebody can say, that song means the world to me, and it's something that you actually wrote. It's a cool feeling for sure.
I believe it. Now, Skeletons dropped last year, and I've been having everyone in the world ask me this. Are you guys writing new music right now? Is there going to be a new record coming out in 2011?
Right after this tour, we're going to buckle down, get back in the studio, and really focus on writing some new songs. Not sure when it will come out because that's a label thing, not us. We'd like to release an album every month. That'd be amazing and a lot of fun.
Understandable.
So hopefully we'll have something new in 2011,
Sure.
in one way or another.
I've always wanted to ask you guys this question. As far as this band is concerned, how does songwriting occur with you guys? Is there one person that kind of brings an idea forward? Is there one person that kind of always leads the charge? How does songwriting happen in the band?
It happens in a lot of different ways. I think we all try to help each other out. That's pretty crucial. You know, even if one guy brings in a whole lot of ideas, very rarely is that a song, you know, and very rarely does anybody say, this is your part, this is your part. You know, it's kind of, this is the bulk of the idea.
Right.
What can you guys add? What don't you like? What do you feel is very strong that we can, you know, kind of build from? So it's a collective effort. We all have a good time trying to, you know, just trying to make the best music that we can.
That's great. Now, we're kind of in, I'll say it like the era of the reunion right now. Lots of bands getting back together, Blink-182, Taking Back Sunday with their original lineup. And I wanted to ask you, if you could pick one band to reunite right now, what would you pick? I'm putting you on the
What do you guys
spot.
think? Anybody?
Afghan Wigs, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Matt says Afghan Wigs.
I'll go with it. I'll take it. Now, last question before we let you guys take a break and get ready to play some jams for us. There are a lot of changes going on in the music industry nowadays, and you guys have had your share of things with labels before in the past, and I'm curious to hear from your perspective. Where do you think the music industry is going to be going in the next 10 years? What do you think is going to be happening?
That's a really tough question. I don't think that any of us have an answer, but I think that somebody needs to figure out something and try to achieve that goal. You know, whatever that goal is, you need to pick one and commit to it, because it seems right now it's constantly one problem after another.
Sure.
Instead of a bunch of problems leading towards a solution. So instead of having to always play catch up,
Right.
why not think forward and let the technology catch up to you?
There you go. Hawthorne Heights live in the studio. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen, because they're going to be performing live for you. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to WKSU Owl Radio. Hawthorne Heights, Matt Nix, Brian Bell. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.